I'm not exactly sure what this video is about. I mean, it's about the Zacuto S5 II/2X/G9 II. But is it a comparison? Is it just a straight review? Is it just me gushing about it? Why do you like this cage so much, Josh? It's useful. So I used to really resist using rigs. Rigs I found would often get in my way as much as they would help. In the past, there was a real commitment to this sort of cheese plate design. So you would have this cheese plate, but then you would have to add a NATO rail adapter, a cold shoe adapter, whatever receiver you would need to receive the piece of equipment that you would want to put on it. The main star of the show, in addition to the Zacuto hand strap, which I really like using, is these combo ports up top, because whatever I need in the moment, I can add it, and I don't have to put an additional receiver onto it in order to add my equipment directly to this. I think this is a very good compromise in terms of usability and bulk. So this definitely adds some bulk to the camera, but I'm able to store it more or less in the space that I had before. So in summary, I like this cage a lot. I don't like a lot of cages because sometimes I do a planned shoot and I know what I'm going to bring. I know how I'm going to rig the camera up. A lot of times I don't know what I'm going to do, but most often I know what I'm going to do, I plan for it, and then the client throws it out the window. So in those situations, this is great. I can add what I need, I can quickly take it off and pivot if I need to. So it's a lovely cage. Disclaimer, when I had started this review, I had bought the cage from Zacuto directly myself. I liked the cage on my S5 II so much that I reached out to them and they graciously gave me another cage for my G9 II. So everything this version of Josh says is absolutely, completely genuine and not influenced by what is technically a paid sponsorship. This Josh, what a shill. A lot of what this is going to be is comparing the Zacuto cage to the Smallrig cage, the reasonable cage. The installation's fine. They're not really hard to put on, but both of them are pretty fiddly if you want to keep putting them on and off. I have both the G9 and the S5, and I shoot with both of them, so I'm gonna pop it off the S5 and put it on the G9 and back and forth. I don't know about that. The Smallrig is not necessarily any better in that regard. The Smallrig fits a little closer to the body, whereas this is a little overbuilt. It sticks out a little more. So it does allow me to get in here, add components, do riggy stuff a little easier, having a lot of mounting points and grasping points without turning this into a completely different profile than it was before. So the big feature I noticed right off the bat was this pattern here of 4 NATO rails, but they are also cold shoes. You do have a cold shoe on the side here, and I really like this cold shoe. So even though these cold shoes are somewhat temperamental, this cold shoe right here, I really enjoy it. And that is because it has a backstop, and that's been really useful for my workflow. Oh my goodness. I think this has a side cold shoe here. It does. Wow. I never knew this. Wow. Does anyone else have something like that? No, they don't. I think that was in the new firmware update. On top, you have your 3/8, 3/8, 1/4, and 1/4. You've got some stuff on the side here, some rosette type mounts and an airy mount for side grips and things that I haven't used. So it's nice that they're there, but additionally, this is also a NATO rail. Wow! Well, I think to make this practical, I could put it on the other way. Wow! Okay, this is awkward, but imagine it being something useful, something that you like. The bottom is an Arca Swiss plate. So this is the Smallrig, not Mamba. You have all the things a growing boy needs. You have a small NATO rail up front. You can add a top handle to this. You've got little airy locator pins in case you want to put a monitor or a longer NATO rail on top of that. Whatever you want right here. You've got a cold shoe on your right. You've got a angled cold shoe on your left. The side bit of rail here, it's definitely harder to get to than on the Zacuto, because you can just slide in your device from the bottom, or is this? Oh, okay, I guess you can slide this in. They're both easy to use, although you get more here. You've got another airy locating pin set up here. The bottom is also an Arca Swiss, but it's orientated sidewise. I personally prefer the orientation of the Zacuto versus the Smallrig, but I don't know. There could be advantages to this. Smallrig, as usual, includes a little tool for you. So you've got your coin replacement tool. It's a perfectly serviceable cage. I've used this cage on a shoot before. I've used the micro boom on this cage before. I've used my 7-inch monitor on this cage before. Where this cage gives me more the willies is hand holding. I do a lot of shooting without support, and I don't love this cage in that application. And this particular side grip thing doesn't disrupt my grip too much. It makes a wider, fatter grip. It makes it harder to hold, not easier. The thumb, I can try to thumb here. I can try to grab here, but it's, I don't know, it's fine. You do kind of have like another thing to grab on with this bit of rail that pops out the side. You can grab that if you need to. It doesn't get in your way if you're grabbing underneath and doing the underslung hand dial operation. Yeah, this is a little different. I am very dialed into these grips, and this really doesn't change how I can grip the camera. You can see there is a little bit of metal down along here for structural integrity. My fingers don't seem to mind that very much. And look at this. Look at this. Look, that loop. It just hugs my thumb. Look at the support, shooting support I have right there. That is something. Do you get it now? Now, sometimes I'm a little higher up or on sticks or a monopod, so I'll put my thumb back around this way. I'll backstrap the backstrap. I'll hold it right here. Thumb is still being utilized in a similar way, but it feels a little different. I'm really pushing my thumb in there, and then I can really hold it high. Whereas this is great for a little more that mid mid to low range. I can put my 7-inch monitor here, and then the weight evens things out. So even though I'm putting more weight on my whole camera arm, it's less on my wrist. It's less torque on my wrist. And I can handhold it with a giant 7-inch monitor that's not that hard to use because this is so well designed. Now this backstop, this is really wonderful because I do love the offset monitor, and this backstop makes me feel a lot more comfortable with this monitor on a cold shoe, because I like the security of NATO, but most of this stuff is on cold shoe. It only having one place to get out, I'm right here able to just check, make sure it's tight every so often. Very convenient. I love it.
But it's not really. You have free cage. They gave you free cage. Now you can't say anything bad.
Yes.
There you go. Disclaimer.
But that's not true. I can say something bad. See, I'll say something bad about the cage right now. I wish they had locking cold shoe, but I didn't know that was even a thing until recently, but that could have been a cool thing. But the one thing I personally don't really like is the system that they use for the HDMI clamp. It feels a little antiquated. If you use it, it kind of gets in the way from using the USB-C, which I use fairly often. So I've eschewed it entirely in favor of these little newer spring clamp things here. I can hold that.
There we go. This is perfect. Josh doesn't do photography, so he doesn't try this cage with photography. But for photography, it's actually pretty good. I found it to be very helpful. Plenty of ways for me to grip it, plenty of ways for me to just hold it at rest. And then if you wanted to add lights onto it, add flashes, add basically anything you want, it would be very helpful. So now I'm sitting here wishing that Zacuto made one for the Nikon D7100, because that's the relic that I shoot with. So Zacuto, if you happen to make one, I'll take one.
As someone who didn't really use cages for a while because they were particularly frustrating, this particular combo mount design deals with a lot of the issues I had as a more run and gun documentary type shooter. The one big con for me, we've ameliorated in this video over here. I don't love the HDMI, but I'm very happy with the HDMI clamp situation now. So watch that over here. And God bless you, everyone.